God bless you. Welcome to another edition of the 5 Minute Message. I'm Bishop Gary W. Lee Sr. And here the motto is the messages are long enough to bless you, but short enough to keep you interested. And everybody got 5 minutes, and it don't take God a long time to do anything. Here I will endeavor to elaborate on a passage of scripture and do it all in 5 minutes or less. So let's dive right into it. I want to speak from the scripture Luke 1 and 37. And you will find these words in that text. For with God, nothing shall be impossible. Again, for with God, nothing shall be impossible. And the key thing here is that the text says, for with God. And see, let me get you to understand something. There are some powerful people in this world. It's powerful people. I'm not talking about the president. I'm not talking about the governor. I'm not talking about the mayor. I'm not talking about your mama or your daddy. And I'm not talking about your pastor. They may be gifted. They may be talented. They may have resources. They may have capabilities, but none of them can compare to God. So this is who I'm talking about. For with God, nothing shall be impossible. With those other individuals, they are limited to the things that they can do and will do. But with God, nothing shall be impossible. The word nothing actually leaves nothing to the imagination. I know you're not supposed to use the word in the definition, but there is nothing left to the imagination with the word nothing. It means no part. It means no interest, no value, no consequence. It means that particular thing does not exist. And I need you to understand that when God sees your problems, your circumstances, and your situation, they do not exist. The word impossible means incapable of being or incapable of occurring. It is unacceptable. Let me get you to understand that we serve a God that will be to you what you will allow him to be. So take the limits off of God. Take him out of the box. He's not a little toy that you put in a box and come out and bring him out when you want to. If you want him to be just a little bitty God that just shows up occasionally and does things here and there, guess what? He'll be that to you. But if you want him to be this great, amazing God with no limits, with no cap space that can do anything but fail, I'm telling you, he will be that to you. He will be that God to you. He will pour you out a blessing that you won't even have room enough to receive. Can you imagine having something that you don't have room enough to receive it? You can't even accommodate it. You don't have space for it. The blessings are just everywhere. They're falling everywhere. They're dripping everywhere. They're everywhere. Listen, I dare you trust God, because with him, nothing, absolutely nothing. Listen to this. This is great, and I'm getting ready to close. I want you to understand this. It's a great thing. It may not sound like, but it's a great thing to be in a situation or a circumstance where you have no say-so in it. It's a great thing to be in a circumstance that you can't fix or that you can't work out, that is beyond your ability or your capability or your intellect. Because what that does is that makes you a perfect candidate for a miracle. That puts you in a position where you have no option but to trust and to lean on God. Or you can try to fix it yourself and mess it up and get deeper. Have you ever tried to fix something, and the more you tried to fix it, you got more in trouble, it got more challenging, it got more difficult? But I'm telling you, we serve a God that can do anything but fail. For with God, nothing shall be impossible. Nothing, you can't imagine anything that God cannot fix or cannot work out. I'm glad we serve that type of God. Listen, if this has been a blessing to you, I dare you look at more of these 5-minute messages. You can find them on my YouTube page. There's a few ways to get there. You can go to GaryLee.org. That is my domain that will point you right to my YouTube page. Some people say they have trouble getting there that way. You can go to youtube.com/Pastor Gary Lee, or go into the search engine on YouTube and put in Gary W. Lee Sr., and then you will see my page. God bless you. I hope this has blessed you. I hope it has encouraged you. Keep trusting God. Keep leaning on God. For with God, nothing shall be impossible. God bless you. You're blessed.